Just one.
What is this, a softcore podcast?
For now.
All right, so we'll just roll right into things.
All
Usual
right.
chatter between yourselves.
Yes, sir.
That's live there. Oh, where did that all go? Okay, it looks like that is live there, so we're on YouTube as well. Just for any subscribers that might be hanging out there. Usual fun. So, as a quick buffer, I'll let you finish. Okay.
I didn't do the laundry right.
Oh.
So I got myself in trouble. Not really, but you know.
You get a few more pink shirts, it happens.
This is true.
So, for the podcast, we're going to be going over whether Pokemon Go or Niantic has ulterior motives.
Mm-hmm.
Going over the Snap Weekend that's going on right now, sustainability update, what went on with that, a few things that were data mined and means of the Shadow Pokemon, Go Fest, Swablu Community Day.
Oh, you're good. You're good. What?
The new Pokemon Evolutions requirements, we'll go into that, and how to play free to play if you're just starting out, and things you should maximize and focus on.
There we go.
A few little simple things that just good to keep in mind, and if you're playing Pokemon Go on a budget, these are good ways to keep it going.
Pokeballing on a budget.
So, Augmented Naturally, episode 41. We lost track at some point, but it's entertainment for your ears or viewing pleasure on YouTube. So, stay tuned, and Augmented Naturally starts now. So, a question I wanted to pose first off is, do you think that Pokemon Go needs to have a hardcore mode enabled in some way?
Me personally, no.
No? Well, yeah, I was thinking about a few things, and there is kind of already like a hardcore-ish mode already.
Yeah, it's called PvP.
Well, there's, yeah, PvP in addition to a few other things too. So there's raids, if you're soloing raids out there. Just basically short manning things, bringing everything, maxing out every Pokemon that you have. And that's one way that you can basically play hardcore with PvE. With PvP...
Yeah, do the old super grind. I got you blurred out back there, so go away. Get going. Go.
Trying to get us demonetized on YouTube there, man.
She didn't do nothing. Oh, we got an egg hatching.
Oh. Egging us
really
on already?
I like it.
Okay, that's a
He
shocker.
does one of my favorite animations in the game.
Does it do the headbutt?
No, he does this. This owns me.
Oh, okay. The haymakers.
Oh, I didn't check him. Terrible at this. Why don't trust what I have to say. I am terrible at this game.
Takes some getting used to. But the other thing they can... Basically, when it comes to other things hardcore for Pokemon Go, you got the AR photographers, and the things that they're doing is taking snapshots of Pokemon while they're still in the wild, risking that the game will bug out and then the Pokemon's going to run from them. Yeah, especially for the shinies there. And yeah, I was trying to think of like a more hardcore mode. Something that you could do in line of just playing with friends itself. And I was kind of thinking, what if they made incense into a similar way for that?
Okay.
So basically, you start a incense party, whether you're together or in a just in a special party chat menu or something like that. So
Ain't
all
nothing
your
but a
friends,
party.
so all your friends jump in, join in, and let me turn this down. Blaring out my ears. There we go. So all your friends join this lobby of sort, and it's basically a safari zone. So all your friends join in. You all start an incense at the same time. Maybe there's a stock amount of balls or berries you can use, but basically you could actually see who can capture the most Pokemon under a certain amount of time, or see who can capture with the least amount of materials used. Who's landing the most excellent throws, who's landing what for what, and then at the end of it, the person who gets the most, or who gets the least, there could be different tiers for things.
Yeah.
So just some random thoughts about how they could possibly improve other aspects of the game.
I had a similar idea for kind of like a local group deal. It's like, okay, 1,500 max CP,
Yeah.
PvP, whatever. We'll do a tournament at the end of the day, but for the first half of the day, you can only use anything you've caught today. Have fun. See ya.
Oh, yeah.
See what you got. Go. Maybe put some sort of like rules around, like it can't be anything that you hatched that you got prior to.
Yeah, I think they did that
Like-
with, I think it was 2
But-
seasons ago for the GBL.
Go out, figure out whatever nest you need to do. Like over here, you can grind out and get them. To get an Altaria, you're in good shape. Do
Well-
you tell people that you found a Skarmory, or you keep it on the down low and don't tell nobody?
Well, that's where
Come-
the
come-
incense comes in. Because you would be
Yeah,
the
this
only
is
one
true.
to get that spawn.
Yeah,
That
if you had
or-
if you were using
Or if it spawned on a lure and the other people weren't in range for that 3 minutes that it was spawned for.
Yep.
So that's something you can do a little crazy.
Yeah,
Similar-
that's just one of those, like, it doesn't, that's not nothing to do with the actual game. It's just you have to gamify the game outside the game,
Oh, yeah.
make your own game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just some random things I was thinking about, whether there should be a hardcore mode, change up some features, our augmental ideas as usual, so.
I moved my my phone holder. There's another blurry cat right there. I'm out of frame, aren't I? Yep. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Over there. You can't see him. I can. I know he's there. He's watching, waiting.
Yeah. Kadabra. Oh. So, next up, the Sustainability Week. The whole thing where people needed to basically make the commitment on social media. It turned out to only get, I think it was about like 1,500 people had actually signed up and committed for it.
I didn't do it.
Well, it could have been something simple like doing things around your yard or making a commitment to do stuff more sustainably, or just picking
Fair.
up trash around the neighborhood or something. You basically
I
just
could've
needed
done
to take a picture, do a little bit of dirty work, and submit it on social media. But only 1,500 people had actually done it. So the sustainability bonus event for stuff that was going on after it didn't actually come out. But in essence, the sustainability bonuses actually weren't too much of a bonus.
Yeah, I messed with it a little bit, but it never. I didn't really get into it, so I didn't mess with a whole lot of it to check and see what they were doing.
Yeah, we had gone over it, but
I bet like when the actual event was going on.
Yeah, the activations were basically if 2,500 people had done it, then more 5-star raids would show up. If 5,000 people had done it, then people would get 3 free passes, 3 free remote raid passes. And then if 10,000 had done it, then double catch XP, and then all the previous rewards would have come out as well.
Mm.
So that was probably just definitely not a big enough commitment for everyone else. So with raids being the first part, and then 3 free raid passes that people are already just spending a lot for, and it wasn't even double Stardust, it was double XP.
Yeah.
But then again, if they had actually done double Stardust with the increased Trubbish spawns, that would have just broke the game for Stardust for any city people. Because it would have just been non-stop with everything. So in addition to that, we went over it before, but I'm not sure how much actually we're going to be keeping from that previous recording. But Team Go Rocket in May will actually have 2 rocket radars for a reward, which means you could actually save that for the next week, for the next month, for getting the Shadow Zapdos.
Oh, I need to look and see what I got. Because I don't know if I want which one I want. I can beat Giovanni anytime I want. Save it until he has something I actually want.
Well, yeah, if you have a bunch, I would probably just wait until Shadow Mewtwo or Shadow Lugia comes out.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah. You know, that'll probably be what they do for GoFest this year. We'll go into that when we actually get to it, but...
When we get closer to it.
Yeah. But, well, we were going to talk about it in a little bit, but...
Oh, okay, I got you.
So, Shadow Moltres is for May. Starts in a couple hours. It's gonna be May.
It's gonna be May.
Obligatory meme May post-up.
Meme. Then we got Star Wars Day coming up.
Oh, yes. May the 4th be with you.
And we're at Revenge of the 5th.
Oh, yeah.
The day after.
And then I think, yeah, on Revenge of the 5th is the day you're supposed to be eating out of a mayo jar, right? You sink O in the mayo?
Sink O in the mayo? Yeah.
So the other thing going on with Team Rocket during May is a few new Shadow Pokemon were actually data mined. We don't know the exact specifics on whether they're all going to come out, but most likely they are, because they gotta freshen up the Shadow Pokemon out there. But it looks like it's going to be Tangela, Horsey, Snubbull, Torchic, Poochyena, Makuhita, Electric, Starly, Bidoof, and Skorupi.
Uh-oh.
So there's a few...
Shadow Bidoof will blow things up. People are going to be...
Well, yeah.
Jones.
That's why Arceus is definitely on the way at some point. Because they got to challenge the Bidoof out there, so...
Shadow Bidoof is the closest thing in the game to the devil.
Yeah, after Giratina and all that, so...
Well, he's a dark god, so...
Yeah. So with this, should you get a 100% Shadow Tangela and evolved into Tangrowth, I believe that is the top grass attacker. Outside of, say, Mega Pokemon, but... Still.
Yeah.
Snubbull is going to be pretty crazy when it goes to Grand Bowl for PvP for Ultra League and such.
Right, okay.
Torchic, in means of a Elite TM, evolved to Shadow Blaziken with a... If you get 100% Torchic, or basically top tier, maybe top 1 or 10 Torchic for PvP, and you want to spend the Elite TMs on there, go for it, because that is going to be really a meta breaker. Because
kicky boy.
Yeah,
you get one of them kicky boys.
Makuhita is
Punch it, boy.
Kind of a budget Machamp in a way. It's still outclassed by a few things, but yeah.
Yeah.
And
Which
Skorupi,
Machamp is now a budget. The guy with the logs. Timber.
yeah,
Girder. Uncle
Mm-hmm.
Other things that are at a construction site. Hard hat
Yeah.
Supervisor. That's his fourth and final evolution, his Mega Evolution. I am now the Supervisor.
Yeah, if they come out with a giant hat, so
That's right.
Super
Just,
Mario.
and it's got to be white. I think the white hats are the ones that are the, because like yellow are the workers.
Mm-hmm.
I think the blue are like electro. I don't remember.
I would probably
like the
think
white
that
or the-
blue would probably be like safety officers, and whites would
I think
be
so. I can't remember.
managers, because they're not
have-
really going to get their hands dirty. Meanwhile, the
Google
yellow
right in
ones are
front
the
of me.
worker bees. I don't know.
That makes the most sense. Why they're yellow?
That's the sense I make out of it, but I don't know. Doesn't exactly make me money, so
Sensible.
yeah.
It's the Tauros evolution. Sensible.
Yeah.
Okay, get it together, Brett. Get it together.
You're good. So, in addition to all of that stuff going on, they announced Go Fest for July 17th to July 18th.
Okay.
From there, they gave us a bit of imagery, but otherwise, they didn't exactly give us all of the details. Let me see. 77 days away. It's going to be 2 days. Now, whether each day is going to be free like it was last year,
Right.
or whether it will be you pick a day, whatever day works for you.
Okay.
Because I know that some people were upset about it last year, because the second day was basically all Go Rocket stuff, which is why it was free.
Yes.
So it was 2 days. The first day, not exactly like the second day. So, different experience. The main thing that we can kind of dive into would be the music notes on there. So, the music notes are on the front and the back of the fest for Go Fest.
Finally gonna get my chat dot?
That's what I'm thinking, yeah. Chat
I'm hoping.
will probably be the regional. It was already a regional for, I think it was St. Louis for last year.
I need
Yeah,
to get me
St.
an
Louis.
octopus.
Yeah, so I'm hoping for more chat top, maybe shiny chat top. Could be the way that they do it. I think the year before Go Fest, they had done the Kanto shinies. So this year they may be doing the Johto shinies, which could be why they're showing off Meryl and Scyther there. Because
That makes
Scyther,
sense.
well, we already have the shiny for that one.
Yeah, but Sizor is
Scizor, yeah. Oh, no,
Scizor.
yeah. We were talking about the regional, sorry. So, yeah, the Johto shinies could be introduced with this one. In means of the rest of them, if they decide to do the full Kanto Tour thing, depending on how much of a backlash they get from the local community, I guess. Because Erden people are still upset about the Kanto Tour. Some people didn't get it, some people liked it, some people didn't. It was kind of a mixed bag, so.
Okay.
But at the very least, we'll be getting Meloetta, a mythical Pokemon from Gen 5.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, because last year was Victini. Victini to Victory, and then this one is going to be a little mellow. So, Meloetta. They'll mellow it out. There it is. The thing that they talk about here is that it's the 25th anniversary for Pokemon and the 5th anniversary for Pokemon Go. Which means they may try and pull out all the stops for it.
I hope so.
So,
trust us, you won't want to miss Pokemon Go Fest 2021.
We do already have Shiny Celebi.
Oh, the word tuned is in italics. The rest of the text. Stay tuned for more detail. So that's just more towards chat.
It feels like they kind of always do that, but it could definitely be a musical pun there. So
I'm thinking it is just because.
Yeah. So if we really want to go full crazy here, we may see.
They're bringing in the Pokeflute. You can put Pokemon to sleep.
The opposite. Shiny Jirachi may come to light with this event because just during one of the Go Fest, I think it was when we got Jirachi initially, the Jirachi questline, music was how Jirachi was woken up. So this could awaken the Shiny Jirachi. And maybe drive down.
That's the one you had to get all the 5 different, and he danced.
Uh-huh.
Louder, it had the speakers going.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, let's see what else. And not really too much more we could go from there. We may see Shadow Lugia with this one.
I had to feed the fish with Denise. I'll be right back in a second.
Yeah, okay.
I saw you put on the microphone.
I thought something fishy was going on there. Okay, so while we wait for him, we'll do a little bit. Let's see if there's any Pokemon out there. Okay. Kadabra. Oh yeah.
Every time Denise comes up, she's got to feed the fish. That's her thing. So.
Yeah.
She's going to bed, so we feed the fish.
Yep. It's a nice little thing.
Little octopus. Woo.
So, if they decide to introduce a special Team Go Rocket Day on the 18th, as they did last year, with the Shadow Mewtwo, they may introduce the Shadow Lugia with this Go Fest.
Yes, please.
Mm-hmm. And the question is whether it's actually going to have the Gale of Darkness Pokemon XD colorations to it, or if it will just have the standard smoke cloud around it.
You would hope it's different, but Niantic.
Yeah, it's a little iffy.
Yeah.
I mean, they did do them for. They do have costumes, so it could be a special costume for the Go Fest attendees. So, regular players will get the Shadow Lugia, and other players that wait until Shadow Lugia comes out to the main series, they get the Smoky Lugia. So yeah, we'll see from there.
Yeah. Pulling him up now. I've forgotten what he looks like. Oh yeah, I remember. I knew it was cool.
Now I gotta pull it up. Hold on.
It's dope. It's all dark purple and spooky. It looks more like a like an alternate regional. What is that called? Does it have a name? Like Meowth, the different
regional variant. Yeah.
Regional variant. I just did it backwards. Makes sense.
Okay, so let's get this on here. There we go. So yeah, that's probably just the best image for it there.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's get this back on. Okay, there we go.
That's the one I was looking at.
So yeah, that would definitely be on point if they could actually add that on as a costume there.
Yeah, for sure.
Now that would definitely be a costume that players would be going a little crazy for, and I think that could sell the GoFest tickets on its own. That's if they wanted to really play that card there, so.
Giggity. I just threw the... Oh.
What?
I threw the link to the picture in the Twitch chat.
Yep.
But...
Oh, Gouda.
That's cheesy.
What else we got here? What is this? That's weird. Okay, sorry.
Oh, you're good. I was
I
shaking my
got
head
a
at the
random
cat.
thing on YouTube there, so
White out my face a little bit less.
put there. Okay. Okay, so so back into. Why you gotta be that way? Come on, YouTube. Okay. Anyway, I'm just clicking too much stuff on the computer.
Getting a little loud and crazy with it. Gotta slow it down.
Yeah. It's weird. Anyway, that or the computer's over. I don't know. Okay. Let's see. Everything should be normal. Yeah, there's a few, okay. Anyway. Sorry. Way too distractible sometimes. Okay, so. Swablu Community Day. You saw? Comes out for May 15th, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Pretty much the standard still. Weekends, 11 to 5 local time.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing different there.
Yeah, it's still the conservative Community Day, as we've been calling it, basically.
Yeah.
As the pandemic isn't fully under control in every location. So they're still keeping the incense for 3 hours for any incense activated during that time. And this event is actually going to be 1/4 egg distance for the Swablu Community Day.
Time to clear up those 5Ks I can't get rid of.
Mm-hmm. And any Swablu evolved to Altaria during that event will learn the move Moonblast, which, in means of Pokemon Go, for PvP, Moonblast will actually debuff the opponent, but it's a large bar charge attack, so it's going to be a little tricky to land from time to time, but it could still turn the tables if you play it at the right time.
Right, yeah, it's a good one to have as a secondary move.
Mm-hmm. In addition to so for the Community Day, the Mega Pokemon that you actually want to use during it could either be Mega Lopunny or it could actually be Mega Pidgeot, because Swablu is still only normal and flying. So from that, the Mega Pidgeot is going to be the easiest one to go for there. And Mega Altaria, which will be released right after Community Day ends, is a Dragon and Fairy typing.
Yes.
Which I think they wanted to make sure that it got released after the day. That way people didn't automatically evolve a Swablu and then realize, oh, it's not... Mega Altaria isn't going to give me that extra candy for catching Pokemon on this day. So it makes sense that they're going to release it right after there. And it seems like the Mega Altaria from basic data miners can still always be changed, but Mega Altaria, the walking distance for will be 15 mega energy for each kilometer walked with the Pokemon. As usual, there will be the $1 pass for doing the research for...
special research or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And the usual of the 1280 for capturing... What's the name? 1280 for buying the special box out of there.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Buying the special box has the special Elite TM that you can only get once a community day and such.
Mm-hmm.
And that is mostly that for Swablu Community Day. It's... A lot of people are kind of upset about it because they're like, oh, of all the Pokemon to actually have. And a lot of people seem to forget that Niantic just introduced a referral system that is getting a bunch of new players at least into the game.
Yeah.
And if they're remotely trying to get into PvP and they see all of these Altarias just going to town and wrecking them, then they're going to need a Swablu Altaria for their own. So this is an easy way to get some of those new players into PvP. Plus, get them that possibly...
Get them up to snuff.
Get them that really nice looking shiny. Get it ready for the next... What's the name? The next Mega Pokemon coming out. In addition to help them get that 400 candy that a single Swablu will need to evolve for Community Day.
Yeah.
Something we may want to actually consider here as well is that during Magikarp Community Day, if you used a Pineapple Berry, it was actually double candy in addition to that Pineapple. So I believe that if you had Pineapped... Maybe I'm thinking of the Kanto Tour.
I don't know. Perhaps?
You know what? I think I'm thinking of the Kanto Tour. Because the Kanto Tour featured Magikarp. And when you threw a Pineapple Berry at the Magikarp there, you could get upwards of 15 candy for capturing a single Magikarp.
Okay.
You know, maybe there were candy bonuses. Wow.
Well, it makes sense.
I'm trying to remember, but I do remember that at the bare minimum, there were candy rewards on the research that you pay on the paid research for Magikarp Day. In addition to, there were Pokestops that you could actually complete the task on that stop and then be able to cash that in for Magikarp candy, which in turn they'll do it for Swablu as well.
Yeah.
So it incentivizes players going to a park or doing the purchase, and they'll at least get one extra Pokemon there, one extra evolution out of the Swablu and such.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it could be either or, so. Let's see, what else was there? So, speaking of the data mine, there were a few things that just came out recently talking about Pancham, Spritzy, and Swirlix.
Oh.
They're going to be special evolutions.
Piqued my interest.
And it seems that having Pancham as your buddy and capturing 32 Dark-type Pokemon will allow you to evolve it using 50 candy afterwards. So to have the special requirements You capture the 32 dark Pokemon as your when Pancham is your buddy. That
Okay.
completes the quest requirements, and then you can evolve it once you have the 50 candies.
Ooh.
So it's kind of in line with how it is in the... I think in the Pokemon games, you needed to at least hit level 32, and you had to defeat Dark-type Pokemon.
To get a Pangoro?
Yeah.
Was that wasn't in the last game? At least I don't think it was.
Yeah?
Because Pangoro was my boy. He had the crab hammer. No, he didn't have crab hammer. He had some fist that he dropped out. He was the dark fighting, I believe, right?
Oh, yeah, that's what it was. You had to evolve... You had to have Pancham in your party, leveled up to level 32, and you had to have a Dark-type Pokemon in your party at the time. That's what it was.
Okay.
And... So, Spritzy.
Yeah, with the dark type in the party. Huh. Okay. Well, I did that on my own without knowing I had it.
Yeah.
But I also, for the longest time, had the dark fairy guy. Little imp that turned into the hair man, the hair monster.
Yeah, Impidimp.
Impidimp. So that would have been my...
Okay.
I didn't even know. Didn't know.
Hey, Elliot Woes. Thanks for following.
Elliot Wormersley, welcome to the chat.
Yeah.
If you have any questions about really just Pokemon Go at the moment, but hit us up.
Definitely. Yeah, we're your one-stop shop for random crazy ideas, and we'll do the search history for you.
A lot of speculation that has never been wrong. It's only ever been... hasn't happened yet.
I think there was like once or twice. Usually when we try and predict for an event, that's when we'll get something wrong, but otherwise, yeah. Some of the features that...
They're doing it later.
Yeah.
They didn't do it for this event. They'll do it for the next one of the next ones.
Yeah. So, for Spirities, or Spritzy, sorry, that will evolve into Aromatese. The requirement will be to put it as a buddy and then use an incense.
Okay.
It's basically a paid item, so they're only asking you to use one of them. Plus, you can get it through leveling up, and as long as you don't burn through anything or just spend 2 days in a gym, you should be good.
Yeah.
That or just start saving one now. That in the Community Day box, if you want to save up for that. Anyway. So, Spirities, Spritzy, jeez. Use an incense. Swirlix. When Swirlix is your buddy, you'll want to feed your buddy 25 treats. So you're basically feeding the Swirlix 25 treats throughout all of that. So 25 berries, you gotta fatten the 1-up. In the Pokemon games, you needed to trade Swirlix with a special Whipped Dream, as they called it, in order to get it. Now, since there's no trade back and forth with Pokemon Go, you can't exactly do that, so. But it works. So that's all we've seen so far for some of the cues for the evolution requirements.
Yeah.
I think more code was added about the Rainy lore. There were some other things about flipping your phone upside down, which might actually be Inkay. I think Inkay, the little squid guy.
Yeah.
I think you have to invert your phone. Well, you probably have to deactivate the battery saver mode, and then invert your phone, and then the evolution button might show up for it.
What a weird...
Hey. It's kind of funny because back in the day we were like really excited about the Pikachu with a hat because the Santa cap would actually flip around and follow it as it's being thrown all around.
It really messed up the data, flicking around too much, and it would just start going nuts.
Oh yeah. So in addition to all of that stuff, there's not really much more to say about that. We only have so much information. Oh, you know what? Probably in line with the Luminous event, they added... where is it? So the Luminous event, it'll be capture like 5 million... You know, let's go into that real quick.
5 million?
It'll be a global event. Panjam will come out for the Luminous task. Now, where is it? I didn't prep enough. We'll go over it tomorrow.
Fair.
Yeah, because we're going... We got all the Snap stuff going on.
I need to get that.
You didn't get it yet?
No, I'm waiting.
Oh.
I wanted to get a capture card so I could stream it. That was like my whole goal.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I didn't want to get like a cheap external capture card, so I just want to do the one I can put in the computer. It's like 130, 140 bucks. Press pause. Press pause. Especially since right now I'm trying to talk to wife into letting me back the second season of X-Men or the Marvel United on Kickstarter. It's going to be super expensive.
Ew, okay.
That's what. Well, they're not. You can't see it behind the Dr. Pepper box. There's
Yeah,
a
we've gone
stack back there, and they're dropping season 2. I think I got like 4 or 5 days left to back it.
Really?
So many minis.
Wow.
Here, I'll send it to you. Actually, I'll put it in Twitch chat so everybody can see it if anybody wants
works.
to. Yeah, it's out of control. They just dropped like the Sentinels expansion. Like the minis, the normal minis are like maybe like this big. The Sentinels are going to be like,
oh wow,
you sons of bees! Oh, I really want those.
They're really trying to fight off the D&D people, huh?
I don't know what they're doing. The game is good. Like it's fun. It's not. The mechanics don't justify the need for all these minis. But the minis themselves are just so cool. They're little chibi Marvel guys. Oh my god. They own me.
Yeah, they were probably hoping to get in with all the Pops hype as well, so.
Oh, they finally dropped Kitty Pryde. That was one of the ones everybody was like,
oh.
But they don't have Nightcrawler yet. That's the other one everybody's been mad about. He's probably next. He's probably the next one.
Mm-hmm.
But they put Strong Guy. Like I got a lot of just really obscure ones, and Strong Guy's on there. And he was one of my boys back in the day. I don't know why. I don't know what about him drew me to him, but we used to play Overpower, my brother and I, and he was in there, and he was one of the go-tos. He's so stupid with his like bald head and one curly cube. Nonsense in the front, but for whatever reason,
it was just on point. So just fit the niche. Probably something.
It was like, oh, I want a big buff one that's not Hulk.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, something like that.
Yeah, you just want to go against the meta because everyone's Hulk. Exactly. So
yeah, wasn't Hulk. He wasn't Thing. He was Strong Guy.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, this is not an episode if I don't go off on a tangent regarding to something that's not at all related to Augmented.
It's not a podcast. It's not a podcast unless you go off on a random tangent. So
for real, there's at least one every time.
Yeah. If we're just talking about general information, then we might as well just be an audiobook. So
yeah, for real, just read off.
Yeah. So I think that's mostly it for some of the other ideas I had there. Some of the crazy ideas. We'll go into the Luminous event next time we get together, just because it's a little short on time. So
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I'll be around all weekend. So I got the mom and the niece here, but as you can see, they've all dissipated.
the days of technology, they can find their own distractions.
I
Especially
actually think they went to bed.
Yeah, that works too.
I was like, it's 10. Oh my god, we're so tired.
If I didn't have this, I'd probably be in bed too. So
No, it's for me. It's Friday. I have actual Friday. Like this is not my Friday. It is Friday,
oh yeah.
and I do that. Like I'm gonna stay up because I can.
Oh.
You can't stop me. I don't gotta go to bed. I had to go to bed at like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, I'm so tired. I gotta go to bed.
The pains of adulthood. You have
Yeah,
all
but
the
if I
power
go,
to
if I
stay
go to
up.
bed on time, I'll lay back here and stay on my phone to do the same thing. I'm not going to sleep yet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't gotta go to bed. I don't gotta be up at 6 to go to work.
I do.
Yeah. Well,
So we'll just go into a few of the things I had gathered so far for the free-to-play starter tips.
okay.
And I feel like I had more. Oh yeah, that's on the second page. So, starting off, when you start off the game, all new Pokemon, all new Pokestops, you're gonna basically make about 500 XP per catch, or catch, hatch, and spinning all the new Pokestops. When you start off, you have 300 Pokemon slots, 350 item slots. It's going to cost 200 coins or 4 days of hitting the gym for you to actually unlock another 50 item slots for there.
Okay.
So, if you live in the city, focus on Pokemon storage, because the Pokestops will be your item storage, because you can just spin Pokestops nonstop.
Yeah.
If you live rurally or not in close proximity to any Pokestops, focus on your item storage first. And from that item storage, focus on mostly balls and berries. Don't worry about any battle items. There's a few tricks you can actually take care of on there, but you're only going to be focusing on a few Pokemon at a time. Otherwise, any Pokemon that you use to defend gyms, you're just going to transfer them right away after you're done with them. Don't worry about healing them up. You're not going to get any extra candy out of having them healed up before you send them to the professor. He's going to take them no matter what way they are. If you get referred by another player, or you have access to trading to another player, make sure the first couple Pokemon you get from that player will be lucky viable. So a Pokemon that will be just guaranteed awesome all throughout. That's going to be things like Beldum, Larvitar.
Yes.
There's a few other ones as well, but things that are just going to be all around great to use. Oh yeah. In means of the Go Field Guide app. Yeah, Go Field Guide. With this app, they recommend for the best gym Pokemon, Machamp, Lucario, Electriver, Magnezone, Gengar, Mewtwo. So the first couple Pokemon you can actually focus on towards getting as a trade from another player would be something like Machamp, which once you get a traded Machamp, once you get a traded Machop,
Yeah.
after you've evolved it to Machoke, it will have a 0 cost for evolution afterwards. So that Machop is definitely on point for trading. In addition to the newest ones, which would be Timber or Girder. If someone has an extra one of them, you can get that. Or if you can capture one of them or do a raid with one of them first, go for that.
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
I would say stay away from the lucky trades on Machop just because when you get him to the point where to evolve, it's free, so there's no real like you don't need to guarantee. Just keep trading them. Just trade a bunch of them.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that would be that part, but also for its
I'm just saying, like, save
its
the lucky trades for
budget
something that, like,
leveling up.
if you do it, yeah. But I'm saying, like, if you do the timber, that's a better one to make sure that he's lucky because,
Oh yeah,
like, it's
yeah. It's a stage up from there, but I mean,
right.
Yeah, either one. If you can get either one of them caught,
they're both good
first by the new account, and then trade it in, that would be ideal.
Yes.
Machop's probably going to be the easiest to find at the moment, especially a shadow one, because you can find them in the Team Go Rocket stops. Timber, I believe you have to either hatch it or you have to catch it in a raid right now.
Yeah, I don't think it shows up in the wild.
Yeah.
Which is another thing too with those with trading them. It's like you're getting rid of a relatively decent timber off the jump. So just Machops you're going to find all over the place. There's a bunch of different ways to get them.
Yeah, you could probably find a Machop just walking down the street.
Yeah, sense walking around, whatever.
Why can't? Oh, there we go. Trade eligibility. So yeah, these ones are going to be really good for newer players because you can trade them any of these Pokemon, and it'll help them get their evolutions up faster.
Yes.
Because with the referral system, there's actually a reward for 20. After evolving 100 Pokemon, you get a bonus for both players. But
I was like, why is Gravel on there twice? Oh yeah, a long form.
Yeah. Yeah, so Kadabra, Machoke, Graveler, Alolan, Haunter, Boldore, Girder, Carablast, and Shelmet. I forgot about it for a while, but the Carablast, trading that one, yeah, it goes to Escavalier, which is Bug and Steel, which, as long as you don't go up against a fire type, it's tanky, it does damage, it does a lot of work. Shelmet goes into a Celigor, and that's just basically a bug type, so. But Gengar and Alakazam, they're going to be high damage targets. So if you get a good IV from there, awesome. Just keep in mind that don't focus on trading, because early on with the friendship levels, trades are going to be very expensive if they haven't caught one at all. If it's a new Pokemon to them, it could cost almost 20,000 Stardust to trade to that account.
Yeah, forgot about the friendship levels. You're not going to have that off the jump.
Yeah. So the other thing you want to actually focus on is if you're restricted on items, look up the exact rewards for the referral Pokemon and capture them when if you have a lucky egg rolling, because they're going to be new Pokemon, so they're going to be the new Pokemon XP, so you'll get that doubled when using a lucky egg. If you're doing the free-to-play route, you get lucky eggs through leveling up, but afterwards you would have to pay for them, so just save the eggs for some big, massive pushes for other things. You can do the same thing with the research Pokemon from certain quest. So redeem the quest and then leave it in the queue there. Add in a Nabberry so that you can realize which one is the start of it. And we think the queue is about 40 or so. But basically, after you turn one in, see if that first Pokemon is gone. If the Pokemon with the Nabberry is gone, then you're starting to delete Pokemon, not save them.
Yes.
get as
And then
many. Sorry.
And it deletes the end of the stack, right? It doesn't start your oldest one. It just kind of like it doesn't add.
No,
Or is it the other way around?
I believe it deletes the oldest one.
So the one that you have currently encountering that you can see, like you can touch,
Yeah.
and like you can like open up.
Yeah, that's why
See
the
your guy.
Nabberry trick actually works.
Okay.
Works for it because you would then see if you're pineapping all the other ones behind it.
Right.
So when you bury a research Pokemon and then run from it, it stays in the queue with the berry that you had on it. So in
Right, it's
essence,
just like
you
in the
could-
wild, if you click on something, throw a berry at it, leave,
Yeah.
come back, it's still there.
Yep. So you could just basically store items on there until you come back to it. But the Nanaberry one should be the first one. That way, if that one disappears, then you know that you're deleting Pokemon.
Yes.
Otherwise, if it was deleting it at the end of it, then we would have no way to actually tell that the queue
Okay.
is deleting.
Right. It's pushing the queue out.
Yeah.
It's pushing the queue out, not stopping the stack.
Mhm.
Got it. I'll never do that before, so I don't have this issue.
Yeah, there's certain times that I'll just stack up as much as I can just because I don't feel like capturing that much.
Yeah, I think I do it at like community days every once in a while if I'm like grinding,
Mhm.
but I'll be
Yeah.
like, especially like I think on Squirtle days, like not trying to go, not trying to go. Okay, not trying to go because I'll come back to you guys. Especially when you know like the CP you're looking for that specific Pokemon at that specific level.
Yep.
Like, oh, it's 520, 418, or like not 418, 488. Goodbye. I'll deal with you later. 518. Okay, let me see what you got. Let me see what you're working with.
So
crap
if you can or need, try and add as many friends as possible. At least add about 20 to 30 friends as soon as possible to your game. That way you can open as many gifts as you're getting.
Ah, yeah.
That'll be rewarding you Stardust, items, potions, stickers.
Ooh, stickers.
And if you add as many friends as possible as well, you can send as many gifts as you want. Up to, I believe, the friendship cap, which I believe is around 200 to 400 or so.
Okay.
So you're also getting 100 XP per gift sent. So it's up to you whether you actually want to just send all of that out if you have more Pokestops than Pokemon. But that's a possibility. Basically, 100 XP per send. So. If you keep Pokemon in gyms, then you can use them to quickly dump berries. So if you're trying to focus on maintaining your inventory and getting as many Pokeballs as you can while you're out hunting, once you hit that sweet spot there with all the other items, but you don't want to trash the berries, go into your Defender tab, send those berries to those Pokemon. You can send up to 100 every half an hour or so.
Yep.
If you're in a downtown...
How many can each one eat? 10?
Each Pokemon can eat 10, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that'll get you 30 Stardust per berry. So, technically speaking, it's better to use the berry on Pokemon for capturing them. But typically that's only going to help you if it's a raspberry. The nab maybe if you're still trying to get the hang of things.
Yeah, especially trying to like nail great curveballs or whatever.
Yeah.
Help you rocket those in there better.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, I don't use I use the nab berries for two things: feeding at gyms and burning when it's time to use berries on Pokemon.
Yeah.
I go Metapod, berry, run away. Whisper, berry, run away.
Mm-hmm.
Swallow, berry, run away. Whatever it is. Swallow. Oh, that's the evolved one.
Tallow. Swallow.
Yeah, tallow.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking of. Just stuff like that. Just like Open, give them a berry, run away
Mm-hmm.
because it counts. You don't have to. You don't have to catch them. You don't got to try. You gotta give it to them and you can leave.
Yeah. So, in addition to all of that, where did it go? Sorry, hold on a sec.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine too then. There were actually lyrics with the song that's playing in the background, so I was worried it was not allowed. So, okay, we're good. Right. Okay, so not this, that. Okay, so we went over berries. Don't worry about doing raids unless you are using your free pass. That free pass will be a good thing to use every day whenever you can, and that free pass will happen anytime that you interact with a gym Pokestops. A gym's Pokestop. And that'll get you a higher CP Pokemon, either level 20 or level 25, and its IVs will be no lower than 69.8-ish, whatever you want to say. No
Nice.
lower than 10, 10, 10.
I haven't used my free raid pass, and I don't know. Dude, it's been months. I haven't gone to do a raid in months. Like, I haven't sat in my car at a gym.
Yeah.
I've seen them and clicked on them in the distance and used my raid passes because I have another free one in the store, or I've been invited and I'm like, oh yeah, cool, that's a good one. Other than that,
yeah,
I'm the wrong person to be dishing out advice about free raid passes. I'm so bad at this.
well, yeah, that's how everyone goes. It's the path of least resistance, but that's the thing too. You either use the free option or you pay for your way. So
Yeah, I think I'm up to 12 raids on my way to level 41.
okay,
Getting there. I'm never gonna make it.
There's still
Also,
some people that aren't level 40, so
One of the bridges near here is out, and my path to work has changed, so
oh, right.
kind of kicks me around a different way, and I had to take the main road, so I can't just duck off. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't pass as many gyms, so.
Hey, Pokemon, glad you made it.
Pokemon.
Congrats on level 50 again.
What?
Oh, you didn't see?
Oh, made it level 50.
Yep, he hit level 50 on the first day of the AR snapshot day.
Nice, congrats! You got to level 50 before I got to level 41. But that's because I'm the worst, and I'm lazy, and I don't do raids.
Adulting is a bit tough, so
yeah,
it happens.
One of these, I'm sure I'll be like, oh, I went to 42 yesterday. I'm at 43 today. I'm sure one of them I'm gonna blow right through, but not this one.
Yeah, it'll take some time. You just got to figure out a good rhythm. So
I also don't I don't care that much. I grinded. I did the grind to get to 40. And I was proud of that. And but these I'm just I don't have the desire to.
Well, that's the other thing too. You don't really have a lot of people. We're not meeting up for raids like we used to and chatting about things and different stuff like that. That usually keeps you out, keeps you playing more. But right now, it's just you do what you're out when you're out commuting or doing anything else like that. Otherwise, you're just going home and right to the PC and such.
Yeah, one of the guys in our Discord and in our area, I was level 30. We both hit level 39 around the same time.
Mm-hmm.
It was a community day that was triple catch XP or whatever it was, and I paced the boardwalk for 2 straight hours or however long it was. And I just went bam, bam, fast catch, and then mass check, transfer, keep it going. Lucky egg on the whole time, and he was like, "How did you get 250,000 experience ahead of me?" that quickly, and it motivated him to get to level 40 before I did.
Yeah.
So, without those little like meta motivations,
Oh yeah.
I don't have my notifications on to say, hey, we got to do a raid in your area. Not that anybody does it anymore anyway, but so it's just those little things that have changed it.
Yeah. You're not the only one. That's why they're just trying to get as many people into the game or back into the game.
It's a good time too, especially now that like things are calming down for the most part in most of the world. But
yeah.
Some other places.
Well, that's really the good part about why they added that 90-day return bonus as well for the referral friends.
Yeah.
Because any players that may have stopped playing at the start of the pandemic need an extra push to get back into the game and start playing with everyone else again. But in means of other free-to-play tips so that people aren't just breaking the bank for everything else. If you join the gym... No. If you're free-to-play and you don't have as many Pokemon to go with, and you don't feel like just having a lot of battle fodder in there, basically, you can basically jump in, and you just have to hang out there. If it's a raid, you just have to hang in the lobby. You don't have to leave. It's not necessarily going to kick you out. Every so often it might, but you just have to rejoin that raid as long as you went in with one lobby, with one battle party, knocked out what you can, hung in as long as you could, then you can swap right back out. In means of gyms, you just have to be there for the last hit or two, and you can always just wait for the first 2 times that the Pokemon go down, and then jump in and start beating them out.
Reap the rewards.
Mm-hmm. But same thing with gyms, and with defeating a gym, you can always just use the auto-select Pokemon, and then after you're done, anything that's not healed up that you don't need anymore, just transfer it out. Don't worry about healing.
True. Gyms too, it's just fighting for the most part. That's pretty much what you get a couple good fighting Pokemon, and you're golden.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, Snorlax, Slacking.
Yeah. The referral system actually has a good couple ones that are pretty good.
Okay.
They have like Snorlax, Lapras, I think there's a Chansey, and there's a Charizard at some point as well. And you get rewarded with Mega Charizard candy as well. Okay. And those Mega Pokemon and the best buddies are actually going to be really good if you're on a budget restriction, but you still want to take out a few gyms. Because with those buddies, if you can actually get it to best buddy,
right,
then switching it to your buddy for that buddy boost will actually heal. From leveling up that Pokemon, it will actually revive that Pokemon.
Yes.
So the same way that in the Game Boy games, if you used a rare candy on a Pokemon that was fainted, it would revive it. Same thing with the Buddy Boost or the Mega Evolution. A Mega Evolution will actually heal the Pokemon up to full. The best Buddy Boost will only do like a couple hit points. And that's kind of the reason why they have that limit on switching out your buddy 20 times. Because players could basically just switch out their best buddies repeatedly once they actually had enough best buddies to do that, and they would never need to revive again because they could just focus on potions. One of those random little fun facts that the game doesn't tell you, that's why they keep us around.
Yeah. That's what gives us our content.
And in addition to the whole free-to-play type system, the things that are on a daily restriction for free stuff, you can do your training for the trainer medal, go down to battle.
Just forget about training.
Everyone does.
Yeah, for real. I mean, I have the chance to beat up.
It's all the way at the bottom, so.
I know.
So yeah, it's defeat one of the team leaders, you get a item or a stardust from it. Plus, it adds on to the trainer medal, which if you are a older player that already completed it back in the day, it added the platinum medal. Huh?
Oh, damn, that's right. That was the one that just, it was like, if you didn't get it,
Yeah.
tough
That
luck,
was
sorry.
the ace
We don't
trainer.
have it anymore. Yeah, Ace Trainer.
Yeah,
I brought
when
that
you
back.
had to prestige the gym up in order to add
Oh,
in another Pokemon.
that was such a frustrating system.
Mm-hmm. So, in addition to that, they reduced the requirement when the pandemic and all that started. But back in the day, you only were able to do a battle with a friend if you were upwards of best friends with them. Or it was ultra friends. If you were ultra friends with the person, then you could actually hit battle and then select from there. Otherwise, you had to actually be there. And that was actually like the whole basis for Ghost Stadium. You would have to coordinate with them. Once you actually got up to Ultra Friends with all the people in that lobby, then you could actually do the Ghost Stadium PvP matches with everyone. Now it's up to Great Friends. You jump in there and just fight a friend 3 times, best 2 out of 3, whatever you want to call it. And you'll get Stardust and possibly an item from there. Stardust and or an item. You get your... Oh. How do I remember all these details? It's my... I think it's called like 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon or something like that. Basically, I hear a thing, my mind goes to it, and then it just slowly just spirals out of control. Sometimes it's in control, like now, but otherwise, I do have like the occasional notes. Just the snippet to get me back on topic.
And the notes are not nearly as like long as you would think. They're very short, little like concise. This is the idea, but
Yeah.
oh, you gonna bring them up?
This
I
is
get them. I'm
basically
like,
all I got going on right now. So
yeah, they're not. It's not a ton, but this is like
just a
an hour
quick
and a
thing.
half.
Otherwise, it's a
An hour and a half
script,
of
and then I'm
content.
just all over.
Yeah.
Thus all my stammering in between. Just gotta restart the hamster wheel.
Yeah, and then I'm here to just throw things off the rail.
That's part of the fun. So, in addition to the 5 matches for GBL, 5 sets of 5, if you can win a few of them, that's how you'll get the free Stardust. Otherwise, it'll take some time. Smeargle Photobomb. At the very least, it's 100 Stardust that you can get from getting a photobomb from capturing the Smeargle that will show up if you do if you're taking a picture of a ring, it may show up. So
I can't do a Smeagol. I'm not gonna try. I started to try it. No. Let me put that on pause.
Okay. So right now for the photobomb weekend,
I saw a shiny on Twitter. I had no idea they released it. No clue.
It
I
came
saw
out
it with a
like
Pokemon Go
2
radio,
hours
and
ago.
I only saw it because you responded to it or something.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, what? Oh! Why'd they do this? Yeah. I turned off my notifications on Twitter for the Pokemon Go account. I used to get every one of their Twitter, like every time they posted, it would push notify me. And then I was like, I'm done with this. I can't handle it. This is like probably this time last year in the middle of COVID. I was like, I can't. I don't leave the house. What do you want me to do? I don't need all these notifications. I never turned it back on. So I lost so much information.
I mean, the most important stuff is just in the news, so.
Yeah, but
But anyway, so
yeah.
right now you can get
But
it
I have
really
you to tell me
easily.
what's going on, so I don't need to do this.
So with the Smeargle photobomb, typically, if you don't get Smeargle after the first AR photo of a Pokemon,
Yeah, you're
then
not gonna get them. Just bounce.
yes. So end that little session there and start on another Pokemon.
Or the same one over again. But you got to restart it.
Yeah. Got to
Yeah.
restart the session there. Right now, it's really easy from the photobomb from the Go Snap event. It's only until May 2nd, but you can get, I think, at least 15 per account. And it has the chance of being shiny, and apparently there's people that are saying that the shiny rate is increased. Can't fully say that because I've gone through all of mine today and no shiny just yet.
Nothing. I'm gonna do something right now.
Oh. You'll probably get it, so.
There's certain shinies, if I want them, I'll ever see them.
Yeah.
I'm still looking for a green Sandshrew.
Mm-hmm. I got lucky with the Cantotor with that one.
I still haven't got my purple Wurmple.
Yeah. So the one I've actually been doing is the Mew one, which a nice trick you can actually do with a Pokemon like Mew is you can just enter in the number. Let me get this onto the stream a little better. Well, I think they were talking about in means of like the tiny cup. You would have Mew, and then Mew would actually have, well, the Mew move for Shadow Claw Flame Charge, I think, has a pretty good... Oh, that's weird. So Shadow Claw Flame Charge, it has a good variety, some good damage attacks. Let me see. Okay. Don't mind the mess. It's usually off stream. There's Smeargle. Okay. And let's see. First world problems. I don't know how to say goodbye to stuff. Nope, no shiny. So with Mew, it's really easy because I already know the number of that Pokemon, so I just type in 151. And that'll probably be the easiest way you can find it. Your buddy might take you a minute because you have to go into the different session. And probably make sure you pick a small Pokemon, especially like Mew, because you'll need less range for it. Well, you can keep going. There isn't really like much of a cooldown on it right now, too, so...
I'm gonna keep going.
Yep. So...
I have a
Flame Charge.
Smeargle.
Mm-hmm. And IVs don't really matter. If anything, it might show for the tiny cup, but otherwise... what else was it? Lost my notes.
This is my guy. This is my tiny cup. Victor. Right here. It's gonna own. The blur.
Oh, you got your
Levels?
Nundo.
CP 78 Nundo. Doesn't get much worse than that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna take a picture of my Nundo to try to get the shiny.
As we always say, good balls, good calls, good luck. So I think that was mostly it for the Smeargle stuff.
Go photobomb Smeargle.
Photobomb, Smeargle.
Who's photobombing who?
So, unless I'm mistaken, once you get the shiny from a photobomb, it should appear on the map. So,
Oh,
it should
shows up.
appear on the map as the
Okay.
gold shiny for it. Oh, that's the other trick I wanted to say. So,
And Mew also has hidden move.
if you do want to try and do Mew, the fastest way you can actually do is go to the items and then go to TMs, search for the Mew, and then you can just click repeatedly on there. So I won't do Mew, I'll do like Bulbasaur. So you can just do repeatedly go for that, because it's already in that TM option there, so you can just non-stop do them. As opposed to if you're on the Mew itself, you can actually go into there and then you have to go into that option every single time. Or if you really have the extra items, just use an Elite TM. So the other free options the free things that you can do throughout the day, you get your daily encounter. That'll be at the start of every day. One Pokemon will spawn in the location that you start out the day in.
Yes.
So make sure that you're not driving or anything and then you open up the app, because
That's dangerous. Don't do that.
if you're a passenger or on a train, something like that. So if you open it up on your commute to work, make sure that if you didn't catch it on the way to work, then catch it on the way home from work, because that Pokemon will still be there when you get back.
Yeah, I've done that before. I go to work, and I'm like, "Oh, cool, I'll catch that later," and then I forget. When I go home, I go, "Oh, I never caught that, or I never checked that, whatever it was." But
The daily free research is the one in the green at the bottom of your research. I'm waiting for May 1st at 4 p.m. before I turn in my research. So right now I can't do anything right now because my research breakthrough is there. But you'll get a free research so that you can turn it in every day, and that'll accrue up into your 7-day breakthrough. That'll get you a nice deal of Stardust. About 2,000 can be multiplied by a star piece if you're going to be doing multiple other things as well with the star piece as well. Otherwise, it might not really be worth it. In the event that they actually take this system away, where they give you a free research every day, then you may actually want to just start saving 1 or 2 of these each day. That way, when the day ticks over to the next day, you just turn it in and go from there. That way you never miss a day in case you're going on vacation, going camping, going on a long drive, or you don't know when the next Pokestop you're going to get. And even if you do get to another Pokestop, there's not a guarantee you'll be able to complete that task that is on the Pokestop. Once in a while, you'll find a park with one Pokestop, and it has a raid research when there's not a single gym nearby. And back in the day, before raid invites, you basically you were beat out of that research.
yeah, you were boned. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you got it too late, that's it.
Yeah. Which is why the research queue comes in handy, because you can just start catching things like that for certain things. Let me get my nab on that one so I never forget it.
The nab.
Mm-hmm. Your buddy will bring you gifts every chance it gets. It will only bring you gifts to give other friends if you're below 5, though. So that's an easy 500 XP if you need it to some capacity. In addition to the gifts that your buddy will actually give you, will actually have items on there as well. Souvenirs. Souvenirs will... Oh. No, I think it was Flame Charge. Not Flame Wheel. Let's see.
Yeah, I can look it up real quick. It's not. All moves. His main move has Overheat, Flame Charge.
Yeah, Flame Charge it has. Oh, sorry. Energy Ball is pretty good too. I really like the debuff move, so.
I haven't messed with my. I got a good one off the jump, and I was like, I'm keeping it. I think it's Solar Beam.
Oh, okay.
But that was when we got Mew initially, so.
Yeah.
And I think it's got hidden power with something ridiculous. Does it have hidden power? Can it have hidden power? Maybe not. I'm looking. I'm looking at what my Mew is now. Oh, I guess I have the shiny Mew too.
I think hidden power would just be overkill for it because there's already enough randomness with Mew. So.
Yeah, I could be wrong. I'm most likely wrong.
Meh.
Dragon Tail and Solar Beam are the two that I have.
That's decent, yeah.
Yeah. Dragon Tail is its second highest DPS
Okay.
for the fast move, which is real nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then Solar Beam hits like a truck, so
Yeah.
it's not the highest in DPS, but it's up there. It's in the 30s.
Yeah, understandable. So yeah, if you have a Ultra Buddy, then it'll pick up gifts from Pokestops if you travel to them. And it'll just throw you the random gift as well, too, so. We already went over the gym passes. And I think that's mostly it for all the free stuff you can do during the day. Yeah, that's mostly it. The other thing would basically be your special trade, but that's going to cost you Stardust. And yeah, I think that's basically it. Unless we're talking about Wayfarer stuff, which each submission is on a 7-day cooldown. So, yeah. But I think that is mostly it. Yep, okay. Okay, anything else you wanted to go over, DJ?
I don't have anything at the moment. Too busy checking all these stupid servers.
Okay, well.
But I'm gonna pause that.
Ah, you're fine. Well, we're gonna finish things up here for today.
Sounds good.
I'll see if I can put together some stuff about the Luminous event. I haven't looked too deeply into it, so...
Oh, I do have one thing I wanted to say.
Oh?
I smoked that snap event. I'm already done.
That what?
I burned through it. The snap.
Oh, yeah.
I burned through it in like a few hours. I was like, oh, I can do this. Bang, 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 bang. Snap. It was like, take picture of 5 water Pokemon. Picture. I wonder if I can just keep going. Picture. Yup. Click. Take 5 of the same picture. Like 5 same exact picture in a row. Yep, that's 5. Give it to me. It was like, take a picture of a Dodrio or a Chinchou or something. I was like, there's a Chinchou. Okay, let's do this one. Click through that. Yeah, it was easy.
Yeah, we actually didn't go too heavy into the Pokemon Snap stuff because it's going to be over before this is fully out and
Yeah.
up on the podcast. But it's all the same stuff. It's basically the 15 Smeargle a day. New shiny for Smeargle, increased spawns. If you need extra Stardust, there's Dodrio for you.
Yep.
But otherwise, it's teach their own for what they need for it. Oh, right. There's the new camera added to the shop, which is a special new item slot as well, which won't take up another spot. So let's go into that. Oh. I keep telling myself, don't get your free box until you're done for the day so that you don't have to waste inventory space and then I forget to get it.
Oops.
There we go. Or was I wrong? Oh, it's a bag. Oh yeah, it definitely works.
Some nice butt pouches you got going on there.
Thank you. You know I have all the cheeky lines, so. Oh, wait, would that work?
That's the real fanny pack.
Okay. So I gotta change my top.
Oh.
There we go. I wonder if they positioned it back there for like all the people that were putting their phones in their back pockets to see who's checking out their butt throughout the day.
I don't know.
I don't know. You know, the Snap camera is a lot cooler than this one. The Snap one is like practically like it's a battery on one side and then it's just a lens and then it's a metal frame for like the rest of the camera and it's like really cool.
Okay.
And I'm like hoping that a company comes out with a camera like that one day.
An actual camera looks like that?
Yeah. That would be on point. This one's...
How far into the game have you gotten?
I did the first thing and that was it.
Oh, okay.
Because
So
I was hoping to do it all on stream, but Mrs. wanted to see it, so...
Yep,
figured
fair enough.
Show it off a little bit.
Just restart it. Don't tell anybody. Secret safe.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'll probably be on tomorrow, and then we can just be in Discord and chatting about it and all that.
Word.
Yeah, so I think that is
Hold
about
on. I'll
it.
do the capture card at some point, and I'll play the OG Snap. I got it over that behind me.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, actually, where is it? No, I don't have it. See, for something like that, I don't think you actually need... Hey, thanks for joining, Pokemon.
Yeah, man.
Pokemon. I don't know.
Thanks for stopping in, chatting us up. Appreciate it. Hope we answered some questions and apologize for burning so many charge DMs. I blame Gastorm, not me. It's not my fault. I didn't do it.
We've all been there. It's that whole system with the TMs, so...
It's frustrating. It's very frustrating.
Yeah. I mean, there's some times that you could actually be looking for something that actually is there, and that you just get the same exact 2 moves for like 20 TMs.
Yeah.
And
You pick out of 3 and it just goes swapping back and forth between the 2.
Yeah.
Like, I want the third option. Stop doing this to me.
Oh boy. So. Yeah, we'll probably show up tomorrow or something like that.
Word? You understand? Yep.
Forgot what else it was. I think that's mostly it. Yeah, the Luminous event. Probably a few more tips for free-to-play referral accounts. Speaking of, the test referral account I have going on is this one. Already level 26. Still need the visit 30 Pokestops in a row, Ultra Buddies, Purify 20
Okay.
Pokemon,
Oh, there's a reward.
Great Buddy with a Pokemon, and evolve 100 Pokemon. They're all pretty simple. It's like defeat Team Go Rocket, complete a raid, hatch 3 eggs, hatch 20 eggs. But real interesting. And an interesting thing with that is each of the referral things is on the individual player's section. So I would have to go into the friend itself in order to get all of the task completions. But if there's a reward that is actually completed, there will be the toast notification at the top, and if you click on it, it'll take you right to it. So it comes in handy. But anyway, that's all for tonight's stream and possibly episode 41. Thank you all for joining us. And thanks for everyone for listening, liking, subscribing, do what you will. Just show up and we're cool with that.
Show up, show out. You can always catch us on the social medias.
Mm-hmm.
And
you can follow the podcast at Augmented Nat UR1 for Twitter, Augmented Naturally for YouTube, Facebook, Twitch as well. We try and do the live podcast from Twitch and YouTube now that we're finally almost done with all the technical issues.
Yeah, we're finally figuring most of it out.
Yeah. Now that we actually can get a few more things on here as well. So feel free to join in the discussion or the distractions as we enjoy them too. And remember, good balls, good calls, good luck, and stay augmented, my friends.
Have yourselves a good night. And my Twitch link is right there. My social medias are all on it. So, until next time, peace.
You said DJ_B_RADD.
That's right.
All right. I'll catch y'all on the next one.